is Marcia Dayon, and I'm an agent here at Go Medigap. And the reason why we're talking today is because about how veteran benefits works with Medicare and a Medicare supplement. Right up front, I wanted to let you know that I am a veteran. I actually served between 2000 and 2005. I worked on F-18s on aircraft carriers, and I'm very proud of my service with the United States Navy. So once I got out, I actually went to the VA and I signed up for my VA benefits. And I encourage all veterans to utilize those benefits because they are available to you, and you should use things that are available to you. But see, now that I'm dealing with Medicare supplements, one of the first questions I always get asked is, Marcia, I have VA benefits. Do I need Medicare, and do I need a Medicare supplement to go along with those? And it's a great question. And the answer is maybe. You know, depending on your situation, depending on what your benefit level is with the VA, these are the things that you need to know. You need to call your VA sponsor and ask them, you know, how does this work, and should I get Medicare? Should I get Medicare Part B? Most of the time they're actually going to say, yes, you at least need your Medicare Part B, just in case something happens outside of the VA. Now the question is do you need a supplement to go along with that VA benefit? And again, it depends on your situation. So what I'm going to talk to you about is why I think that you should consider it. Because Medicare and the Medicare supplement is one of the most vast, expansive networks of doctors and hospitals out there. And as long as whatever procedure you have, as long as your doctor finds it to be medically necessary, Medicare is going to take care of it, and your Medicare supplement is going to take care of it. Okay? So why do I need a Medicare supplement? First of all, again, I love the VA. I really do. But every now and then when I have to make an appointment to go to the VA, I have to wait. I have to wait a long time, sometimes 6-8 weeks, sometimes even longer, depending on is it a specialist, is it my primary care physician, that sort of thing. So the last time I had to wait 6 weeks to get an appointment, and when I finally got that appointment, they said, okay, well, you need to come in and do a little bit of blood work prior to your appointment. Okay, that's fine. So I walked into the VA, and I walked in and I said, okay, I need to get my blood drawn, and you know, they have that little waiting area, and they actually had a kiosk, and this kiosk had a little number, and so I pulled my number, and it said number 95, okay? And I looked up, and it said, I can't remember if it was number 80, and I was like, all right, I'm only 15 away. That's great. So I went and I took my stuff, I sat down and I waited. And I waited for my number 95 to get called, and it was actually only about 15 minutes, and the lady said number 95, and I said great. So I walked up there, I gave her my number, I gave her my ID, and she said, okay, well, wonderful, you're here to get your blood drawn today. And she gave me this list of labels of all of the things that I needed drawn. And she gave them right back to me, and she said, okay, go ahead and sit down and wait for your number to be called. Now that number 95, I'll tell you, I looked up, and the next thing I know, this little man comes out from behind a door, and he looks down and he says, number 42? Oh my gosh, I have to wait another hour and 15 minutes before I get my blood drawn? By the time they finally got to my number, I went in, they were expedient, it was fine. I only had to wait another 5 minutes or something, and the people were there so nice and polite. But there it is, an hour and a half, almost 2 hours that I had to wait just to get my blood drawn. Now this is something I don't typically run into when I go to a regular doctor's facility or a regular hospital. It's just because the VA is a little bit backed up, and that's fine. We all understand that. But just having that option of where else can I go, you should really keep that in mind. So if you had Medicare with a Medicare supplement, you could go to any doctor or any hospital and not have to worry about that wait. If you ever waited at a regular physician or regular hospital, you might not wait that long because I'm paying for this. I don't want to wait that long. So that's just one reason. Is it worth the time and the effort to kind of have to go through the VA? If you have other options, keep those options open. And the second thing is the doctors, hospital, and networks. So with the VA hospital and the VA doctors, that's your network. You know, depending on how far away it is, mine is about 45 minutes away, which again, I don't mind, but 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, an hour and a half wait to have to make it to an appointment later, it all starts to add up. Now, what if I had to go to the hospital? Well, with my VA benefits, they would allow me to go to the hospital. Let's say that something happened, and something did happen to one of our customers. He actually he had a heart attack and he had VA benefits. Now, when he had a heart attack, they actually rushed him to the nearest facility, the nearest hospital. And at that time, they stabilized him, which was great. And then because it wasn't a VA facility, he actually had to be stabilized and then put on an ambulance and driven 45 minutes to the nearest VA hospital. And he would probably tell the story way better than I could, but as soon as he got on that ambulance and he knew he had to drive 45 minutes, he thought it was gloom and doom. He thought he was not going to make it because it's scary. It's terrifying. Just fix me while I'm here. Make me better. But because it wasn't a VA hospital, they had to stabilize him and they had to drive him. So it was 45 minutes. Now at that time, he did not have Medicare. He was a little bit younger. But I'll tell you what, as soon as he turned 65, he enrolled in Medicare and he got a Medicare supplement to go on along with it because he never ever wanted to experience that again. So the other thing is the travel. So like I said, the Medicare network of doctors and hospitals, as long as that hospital or doctor's office takes Medicare, again, it's the most expansive network of doctors and hospitals out there. You can go to almost any doctors and hospitals in the United States, including Puerto Rico, Alaska, Hawaii. You can go there. As long as they accept Medicare, they'll accept you. So when you travel, you know, what if something happens? What if something happens? Let's go see your grandparent or your grandkids down in, you know, a different state, and something happens. You know, something random. You get the flu, you know, and you need to go and you need to see a doctor. Well, if there's not a VA hospital close to you or one that you're registered with, good luck. You're going to be paying out of pocket to go see that doctor that will accept you. Now, if you had Medicare and a Medicare supplement, you might not have to pay out of pocket so much. So, is it worth it? Is it worth it to go to the VA and just keep those VA benefits? Or is it worth it to you to actually, you know, call Medicare, get signed up for Medicare, and get signed up for a supplement? That way, when you have to go to the doctor, your out-of-pockets will be limited. Some of the plans that we have cover 100% of everything. Some of the plans we have are a little bit lower cost and they will cover different things. And maybe one of those plans might be a better option for you. We never know until you give me a call. So the other thing I wanted to touch upon is going to be your prescription drug plans. Now I actually get my prescriptions through the VA because it's low cost to me, and I appreciate that. So I wanted to let you know it is credible coverage, and you don't have to get a Part D just because you go through Medicare Part B. Part B as in boy. So as long as you have that VA drug coverage, you can keep that, and that's just fine. So is it worth getting regular Medicare, Medicare A and B with a supplement? Those are things you're just going to have to decide. And what do I suggest? I suggest you just pick up the phone and give me a call. Give us a call here at GoMediGap, because we can talk about your situation and we can find something that's best for you and your situation and preferences. So first off, check us out online at GoMediGap.com. That's www.gomedigap.com. And then pick up the phone and call us. The number here is 866-894-3258, and talk to any of our agents here. I appreciate your time, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.